If you want to reach your goals, if you want to be successful and have the lifestyle you actually want, where you ain't gotta worry about no boss, you can work on your passion projects, you take care of your friends and family, and you're the one. Like you're not two, you're not three, you're the one. There's this one habit you gotta do that's really nasty that most people don't want to do. But if you can do this habit every single day, your life will change and you will get that dream best life you want. So what is this habit? Well, in the words of Brian Tracy, it is of eating an ugly big frog. Okay, you got to eat the biggest, ugliest frog you can first thing in the morning, and I promise you, if you do that every single day, your life will change. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about eating a real frog. I mean, if you want to eat a real frog, do it. But what I am saying is, you gotta do the most important thing that you don't want to do first thing in the morning, which means working on your goals. Because if you don't, you're never gonna get around to it. You feel me? If I told you to eat an ugly frog and you just didn't go ahead and get it done, would you really get around to it later? No. And the same thing applies to your goals. If you don't just get started on it as soon as you're up, are you gonna get around to it later? Probably not. Back when I wanted to start reading more, I got a book, right? I was gonna start reading more. And I told myself, sometime in the day, my goal is to read. But every single time I thought about reading, I thought, I still got time, I'll get to it later. Time will pass, think about reading, I still got time, I'll get to it later. And I kept doing that. Nighttime will come, my willpower is down, my discipline is down, my energy is down. I think about reading, it's too late. I'll get to it tomorrow. And the same cycle repeated over and over and over again. And I couldn't understand because I wanted to read and I had it all the time and I think about reading, but when it came down to reading, I always said I have time, I'll get to it later, time will run out. And it's because even if we are well intentioned, if we don't go ahead and get started on things that matter to us, we're not gonna do it. I'm sorry, we're not gonna do it. And this is where Brian Tracy comes in because he understands that. He understands that. That's what he says. You gotta eat the ugly frog. And this is what millionaires do. This is what rich people do. If you want to be highly rich, very successful, you gotta do what they do. And that's eat the ugly frog. That means doing the hard work first thing in the morning. For me, that meant getting up, and as soon as I'm up, I'm gonna crack open this book and read 10 pages a day. No, I didn't say I'm gonna crack open the book every an hour or 2 hours. No, 10 pages a day. Because if you read 10 pages a day, you could finish an entire book in a month. 10 pages a day. And imagine you read 12 books. Like you read one book every month. That's 12 books a year. Imagine how much your life would change from all that knowledge. If you're picking good books. If you pick trash books, I don't know what to tell you. Nothing's gonna change for you. But if you pick good books that will actually change how you see the world, that would make a big difference for you. But even as an entrepreneur, if you have some business, or even if you don't even know how to start a business, you can still eat that ugly frog and say, okay, as soon as I wake up, I'm going to spend 30 minutes figuring out how to start a business. And if you do that every single day, consistently, you're going to figure out your starting point. You're going to figure out how to find problems. You're going to figure out what problems you want to solve. You're going to figure out how to get people in front of your service or your product. And that's how you're going to get business started. What about as a creative? Maybe you want to write a book. Okay, but first thing in the morning, I'm going to spend 20 minutes writing. If you spend 20 minutes writing every single day, would you not have a book? You would have a book. Even I say how you achieve it. If you want to, build up your muscles or prepare to run a marathon, you could just say in the morning, you're going to practice, you're going to train. And the thing is, you have the most energy, you have the most willpower, you have the most motivation in the morning to get these things done. That is why it is 8:24 a.m. and I'm filming my second YouTube video of the day. Why? Because I know if I don't eat this ugly frog now, I'm not going to get around to it later on. Because I can't predict who I am later on in the day. I'm not the same person I was in the morning compared to the afternoon. Because in the afternoon, I'm just chilling. I have no cap. I'm just chilling out with my family. I just had some bread. I had my first meal because I eat at 2. I've been around. I've been up. I just don't feel like doing anything. But in the morning, this is when I get everything that needs to get done. Now, I know exactly what ugly frogs I need to eat in order to make progress in my life. I have completely written out. I have my goals, everything. And you need to know the same thing. What are the ugly frogs you need to eat? And figure this out. Ask yourself, what are the big goals you want to achieve in life? You got to have that clarity. What are you reaching for? And when you know what you're reaching for, ask yourself, what are the behaviors you need to do to get closer to that end goal. And when you know your behaviors, now that's your ugly frog due in the morning. So for example, one of my goals is to make 15K a month from my business. Okay, so what kind of behaviors do I need to make that much money to succeed in business? Well, I could get my service in front of other people. I could learn how to market my service. I can improve my skills so I can help people even more. Okay, so now I know in the morning I need to be marketing when I'm selling. So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I'm gonna do is make a landing page and then get the copy written on it and then learn how to advertise it, get the ads run, and then get people in front of my offer and then see, are they clicking, are they buying it? If not, how can I change it, tweak it? But you see, now I know exactly what steps I gotta take. So in the morning, I wake up ready to get started because I know what I gotta do. It's that simple. So think about what you need to do, what behaviors you need to do, and then do it first thing in the morning. And that will change the entire game for you. Now, if you need help figuring out how to plan and how to break down the end goal to the behaviors you need to do, because it is kind of a complex thing to do, let me know, because I can make a video on that, but I don't want to, spend too much time in this video talking about it, because like I said, that's a whole nother topic, okay? But I just want you to understand that to eat your ugly frogs, you have to know your end goal and the behaviors you need to take to get to that end goal, and then do the behaviors first thing in the morning, aka eat the ugly frog, and your life will completely change. All right? Hopefully that made sense. If you stuck around to the next video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I do make videos like this every single day. And remember, take action, stay consistent, make your goals happen, and I will see you later.